Okay, so we're live. All right, so I once again welcome everybody to the platform.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raj.
I hope you all have had a wonderful week and all that.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
We
busy
thank God.
week.
Mm, we thank God for that. At least so far as we have strength, we're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Okay, so if you are watching, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, like, share the video, and you can comment if in case you have anything you want to put out, concerning the discussion we're going to be having. So today we're going to be talking about three things, and this has to do with um, we're going to be tackling the deportation of the foreigners off the streets of Ghana. Then we're going to come to the interior minister now thinking of going after the prostitutes on the streets of Ghana. Then we're gonna come to the decongestion exercise going on in the street on the streets of Accra. But there was something that also came up while they were decongesting the streets of Accra, and we're gonna be talking about that, as well. So I hope we are all set.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Um, Come and let me at least prepare um, let me set the mood for the discussion. Mr. Ben, are you back?
Yes, I'm back. It was just a second.
All right.
Yeah.
So first of all, we're going to be looking at the deportation of the foreigners, the foreign beggars on the streets of Ghana. So I want us to watch this clip, and afterwards we're gonna come have the discussion, as usual. So let's watch this clip so you get a fair idea of what I'm talking about.
All right.
Stories now. The Minister for the Interior.
Anashi and immigrants are gathered right in your shots. They are being conveyed into the bus. They are entering the buses, and I heard there are other buses coming to pick all of them up. We are here with Mr. Please, what's your name?
Alfred Nunu.
Mr. Alfred Nunu, thank you for agreeing to speak with us.
Thank you too.
What can you report?
This issue, I don't know what I'll talk from, but it'd be good to do that. It's good to.
Are you a resident?
No.
Where are you coming from?
Volta
region.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw what has been happening this morning. Were you here when all this started?
Yes, from maybe 4 o'clock going.
4 a.m. at dawn.
Yeah.
Okay, and how many buses have you seen come convey some of them off?
Almost 3 buses.
Almost 3 buses.
Yeah.
But do you know the reason why? Have you heard anything from maybe the military, the officers?
Pardon, come again.
Have you heard anything from the immigration officers yet?
No.
Right.
Okay.
But do you know where they have been? Because I see some men picking them up from the mosque, right?
They for around this area. They here. Oh.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
So they are being conveyed. And some of them are actually not so happy. The immigrants, I mean, they are not so happy, and they are wondering why. You can see kids crying. They are not even able to express themselves. Most of them.
Yeah. I hope you all saw the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We saw the video and we have seen the video before.
Okay. But as you can see, that's a whole lot of foreigners with their babies and all that. But I know you side with me when I say I'm sure not all the kids are their biological kids, and that some of the kids might be like kidnapped from their original parents and all that. I don't know if you agree with me.
Yeah, it could be. They can do that. Yeah.
Some time ago, I saw a video of one of those foreigners who have kidnapped a kid of a Ghanaian and was caught on the streets of Accra. I think let me show the video so you get those who are not privy to that to understand. I hope you saw that.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Ben, are you there?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm here.
So that was an evidence of one of those foreigners who had kidnapped a Ghanaian kid, going to use the kid for begging or whatever. So, what do you think about this issue in the first place, Madam Angie? That's that for us.
It's really complicated. I think the beggars on our streets, they are not, some of them are not Ghanaians. Because if they kidnap a Ghanaian child, they're not going to use them in Ghana. They will use them in a different country for something else. So I don't think for them to kidnap Ghanaian kids, they are also part of the beggars on our street. Okay, because when they use them, especially Nigerians, when they kidnap kids from a different country, they use them. They send them to their country. They use them for different things. Like either they're going to sell them, they're going to kill them for rituals, or I mean, there are so many things they, use them for that. So in Ghana, when they kidnap a child in Ghana, they don't use them for this. They will use them in a different country. Yeah. So all the beggars that we have sent them back home, they are not from Ghana. I don't think any of them is, from Ghana. Yeah.
Sometimes you come across some of them who are looking like 13, 14, 15 years old with about 6 kids. And you wonder, this person can give birth to these kids. So where did they get a kid from?
Yeah. This thing there is hard to say it all. It's very hard to say. It's I don't know. Sometimes you become like I don't know what to put it. I mean, like I said, it's really complicated. It's something that sometimes you can't even, comprehend. That's the reason why we're asking our leaders to, work very hard or check our borders very well for us, because nowadays, things are really, really bad, and the foreigners are tripping into Ghana because they say Ghana is a peaceful country. Ghana is this, Ghana is that. I don't understand that, because Ghana is also located in West Africa. So whatever they are experiencing in their country, they will find the same thing in Ghana. But Ghana is a place where we don't do any checks, So when they come in, if they are kidnapping kids, if they are killing people, nobody cares. And that is the reason why, the Nigerians prostitutes are everywhere in Ghana. Nobody questioned them. Nobody is telling them not to do that, Those are some of the reasons why they are tripping into Ghana, and they always say Ghana is peaceful, Ghana is this and that. But apart from that, the whole West African, we are all the same. We are all struggling. We can't find jobs to do in our own countries and all that. So I don't see the reason why, if you are a Nigerian, you have to move to Ghana. If you are a Ghanaian, you have to go to Nigeria. It's the same. We are all the same. Stay in your country, work hard. You can definitely, put food on your table for your family, instead of you to travel to a different country. Look at these people. They came to our country just purposely, say, Omobabege. They didn't come to our country for anything good. They said they are coming to look for a job, and they are using their late husbands and all that, to justify themselves. But when we talk about all these things, we also have single parents in Ghana. But Ghanaians are industrious. They are working hard to, put food on the table for their relatives. So when you come to my country, I'm expecting you to also work hard. And, so we are not happy about, say, they are sending them back home, but they are also not ready to, use their hand or to find something, good job or something to do. They want to beg. Who should go and work and bring you the money? You can also find a job to do. You see what I mean? So we don't go to people's country and try to, tarnish the image of the country. Go there. Do something for yourself. So taking them back home, I don't see anything wrong about that, because they are not ready to work. And those people,
one of those people said regards to what you are saying concerning they looking for work to do and all that. The person stated that because they are foreigners, whenever they go out looking for jobs, they are not employed. As soon as like the owner discovers that they are foreigners. Do you think this might be true?
It might be true because, like I said, which African countries, which African country in West Africa that they have jobs in their country? There's no. I mean, when you go to Nigeria, they don't have any jobs there. It's like buying and selling, right? It's like
Mm,
retail, retail, retail. The office jobs, where are you going to get it? So it might be true, but they shouldn't use this to justify themselves. Like I said, if you know the country that you are going there, no, if there is no any job for you, why in the first place, why do you have to go there? Me as a Ghanaian, if you ask me to go to Nigeria, I will never go. What am I going to do? What I can do in Nigeria, why I can't do the same thing in Ghana? You see what I mean? So before you want to, move or relocate to somebody's country, you have to do a little bit, research. Make sure
Okay,
where you're
so
going, you find something to do. There's no any job in Ghana. Ghanaian youth are, struggling to find a job to do. So if we don't have a job for our own citizens, how can we give a job to, Yeah, that's why I said our leaders, they should stop the, hypocrisy and try to fix the country first. Because the youth are struggling. You go to university, after that, no job for you. So why are you opening our borders for people to come in? So when they come and there's no any job for them, they're going to do criminal things. You know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't see, the reason why they have to come to Ghana because Ghana is not, well organized. We are now trying to, put things in place. So they shouldn't come to Ghana in the first place because there's no any job for them. And if they think their husbands are not there anymore and they can't use their hands to work, then they should be a burden, to their own countries, not other, somebody's country. Because Ghanaians, like I said, no, Ghana for bebre, ewa hwa, omu kru no mawu, ebi no mo yere no mawu, ebi kra, one onyemo kra wase nyo ono, but the parents, they are working hard, so but taking care of their own children. And you have to do the same thing. So I say, do the same thing in your country.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have another question for you, but let me go to the others and I'll come back to you with that question. So, Mr. Ben.
Yeah, Raj.
Yeah. So, what do you have to say concerning this issue?
Okay. The first video that had to do with the beggars on the streets.
Please, not to cut you, but I want us to welcome Madam Vic. Madam Vic, welcome to the platform.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Miss Vic, how are you doing? Long time.
Long time. How are you?
I'm doing well. We are all busy also. It's been a long time.
Brilliant.
All right. Yeah, thank you. So we're gonna come to you, but let's finish with Mr. Ben. All right. Okay, so Mr. Ben, please continue your submission.
Okay, so I was on the topic of these street beggars and them being paraded and be arranged to be sent back. I don't know if they have started sending them back or not.
Yeah, they have.
What I see about this is one, to the ordinary Ghanaian, it's a very good move by the immigration service and all the other public institutions involved in the activity. It would have been interesting to also know what sustainability plan they've got in place to ensure that this is going to be a lasting solution. And I started by saying that to the ordinary Ghanaian, it's a very good news because begging, obviously, it's not the best. It's actually a crime in Ghana. The one giving and the one receiving, both of them are guilty of the crime. So it's a good move. What I don't understand is they didn't say where some of them are coming from, or they didn't say exactly the nationalities of these people. All they said were the age groups, the sex of the people, and them speaking to the various embassies, or yeah, I would say embassies. Now, if we knew where they are coming from, that will give us a better perception or a better view on how to then address the issue. Because we don't know, I will just go with assumption that I've heard that a lot of them, quite a lot of them, are coming from Niger, and not South Niger, but North Niger, and they travel, thousands of miles from there, and they go nowhere but Ghana. And the reason they come to Ghana is because the environment is suitable. It's not because that's the only place they can find food, but it's because the culture in Ghana is such that if you are begging on the street, you are likely to make it. So they have.
But do you think the currency might be a contributing factor to, like, the reason why they keep dropping into the country?
It might, but it wouldn't be as important as the fact as them just getting the money, the behavior of the people. Ghanaians are giving. They always want to give to the poor, the needy, and I think as Ghana, right from inception of the nation Ghana, we have been made to understand that we hold the unity of Africa so dearly, such that right from primary school going up, we're taught to appreciate other Africans, and that, in a way, I think have impact on us. When we see other people struggling, we think it's our responsibility to go and save them. But our home is not in order. If you get what I mean, our home is not in order, and they are sending people back. How do they have any visibility of those on their way coming? Is there anything in place to stop those coming? What is pushing those people coming? Is it because they are in danger? Like, are they fleeing from war? Are they being persecuted because of their religion? We don't know anything about these, and we talked about them integrating. These people don't speak your language. They cannot work for anyone, because to work you need to be able to communicate, and if you cannot communicate with someone, I don't know how you can work. So if they are running away from some form of crisis in their home country, then it's not the responsibility of Ghana to host them. But then I think it's a global problem that the UN can take responsibility of. And if they need to create a
Okay.
camp.
Yeah, not to catch you, but speaking of like this issue, there was this one Nigerian content creator who hails from the northern part of Nigeria, and she showed a video of what's going on in the north, like, as we all know, the Boko Haram and all that, and she was like, that was the exact reason, or the main reason, she relocated to Ghana, and now thinking of going to bring her whole family here in Ghana. Do you think she has a point? Because that is going on in Nigeria, like in the northern part of Nigeria.
if the problem is not south, why is it not the south or somewhere else?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? If they are fleeing from their country, then they should be registered as refugees. And if they are refugees, then it wouldn't be the ordinary Ghanaians, uh, taxpayers' money that would be used to look after them. It's the responsibility of the world, so the UN can also put in something to support, whether it's going to be in the form of a refugee camp. They can build one and use that facility to host them instead of them, coming and walking on the street and engaging in criminal activities. Not only
Okay,
are
so
they putting themselves in more danger, but their life will also be at risk. I mean, we've seen how they forcefully try to take money from people, and I believe that a lot of them would have been, hit by lorry or something. I don't know, but there will be some fatalities along the way. How do they take care of those
yeah,
fatalities?
yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's a very complicated issue. What they're doing is good. It solved the immediate problem, but the bigger problem is there, and there should be a sustainability plan to deal with it. Now, there's the other face of it, which is the trafficking. It has become
Mhm.
another criminal movement that involve these people moving from one place to the other. How do you know that these kids are actually being kidnapped? Like you showed in the second video, they're being kidnapped from somewhere and then brought to Ghana to come and beg on the streets and make money to fill the pockets of a very wealthy person who is a criminal. We don't know all these, so them arresting and interrogating and trying to get to the bottom of it, I think it's good. They need to do that, but when the results are out, they they should have a sustainable plan, a plan to arrest those who are involved, who are criminals, and those who are being sent back. There should be a justification for that, and if they should involve the United Nations, it's something that they should do as well.
But don't you think it will make a whole lot of sense if they could run a DNA test on all these kids to make sure whoever is claiming are their parents, like should really be checked. Maybe some of these kids might be kidnapped, like I showed in the second video. So to be sure, don't you think it would be better if they check their DNA to verify whether they are truly their kids or not?
If it's all part of getting to the bottom of the criminal aspect of this whole uh, uh, removal of beggars, and we shouldn't also say that they are being deported. I don't think they are being deported. They are being sent back. What we should use a better word so that there is this
Okay.
diplomacy, yeah, so that people don't think that Ghanaians are just arresting innocent children, minors, and sending them back to into war zones and all that. No, it's not the case. It's a case of cleaning our streets and making our streets safe for everyone, and not taking on unnecessary burden from other nations. And if there is indeed a problem, there should be a better way of dealing with the problem than just allowing it to spill over into other people's territory and causing problems.
All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yeah. Madam Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So please, did you see the videos we are talking
No,
about?
I didn't,
Okay.
unfortunately, but I can get rough idea what you're discussing. If you can brief me in.
Okay. They are not long videos though. So let me just play the video so you get a clear idea of what we're talking about.
Okay.
Energy and immigrants are gathered right in your shots. They are being conveyed into the bus. They are entering the buses, and I heard there are other buses coming to pick all of them up. We are here with Mr. Please, what's your name?
Alfred Nunu.
Mr. Alfred Nunu, thank you for agreeing to speak with us.
Thank you too.
What can you report?
This issue, maybe I don't know what I'll talk from, but it'd be good to do that. It's good to.
Are you a resident?
No.
Where are you coming from?
Volta.
Volta region.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw what has been happening this morning. Were you here when all this started?
Yes, from maybe 4 o'clock going.
4 a.m. at dawn.
Yeah.
Okay, and how many buses have you seen come convey some of them off?
Almost 3 buses.
Almost 3 buses.
Yeah.
But do you know the reason why? Have you heard anything from maybe the military, the officers?
Pardon, come again.
Have you heard anything from the immigration officers yet?
No.
Right.
Okay.
But do you know where they have been? Because I see some men picking them up from the mosque, right?
They for around this area. They here. Oh.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Yeah, so like you saw in the video, the deportation of the street beggars. I mean, sending back the illegal, street beggars on the streets of Accra. And I was, if you remember, I was asking Mr. Ben about maybe running a DNA test on the kids before, to verify whether they are truly their kids or not. Because of this incident that happened, some time ago, I think some months ago, that one of these street beggars ended up kidnapping one Ghanaian kid and was caught on the streets of Accra. Let me show the video so you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, dear.
Yeah, I saw that video. Yeah, the last one I did see it.
Okay. So please, what's your take on this issue?
I have several points that I want to make regarding this. First of all, I have experienced these children on the street holding on to cars. You tell them. I think initially I was shouting at them to let go of the car. Then I realized they don't really understand what I was saying. And they will hold on. There were one incident, there were 2, a boy and a girl. Another incident, there was 3 of them holding on to the car. And I was shouting, get off the car. The car needs to move. And they were just looking at me. And you could see the parent or the adult sitting somewhere, sometimes in a central reservation or maybe under a tree or at the side of the road somewhere, watching the kids. And I was terrified, looking at it. First and foremost, I would say, sir, that's not a place to be putting children. It's criminal. What they were doing to those children is criminal. That's one. Again, I believe there is a syndicate behind this. That's what they say. And it has to be because these children, not only are their vulnerability they've been exploited. They are vulnerable and they've been exploited. I believe there were adults behind them that they go to some part of the Sahel or somewhere in it was mainly the Sahel region and the northern part to bring these children and the women. And then they bring them at whatever cost they charge them and they have to make an account to them. The people doing it is top criminality, it's human trafficking. Right. And these children and the women and sometimes infirm people or people with disabilities, it's criminal that they're doing to them, and they're vulnerable. So it is right for the minister to look at it and get them off the street. We shouldn't say deport them. They need to be taken off the street. The streets are not the place to be putting these kind of people. Okay, that's one. So the minister is right. Second, another point I want to make is when it comes to Ghanaians, I mean, to many Ghanaians, it's a relief. Because for me, when I experienced it, I didn't know what to do. I was shooting at it, and they're just standing there looking at me. They can't, if they can't.
You know, some of them really knows how to speak the Chi very well.
These ones I was dealing with, they were just looking at my face while I was telling them, "Moon Africa, no, Moon some Africa, no, Moon Africa." I was shooting, you know.
Then the problem might be new.
And then I was shouting at the one time. I was shouting at the woman across the street that take your children off the street and take them to school. What are they doing here? You are. I've said all this. I don't get to repeat it. You understand? It is not right. And to many Ghanaians, it's a relief. You know, it's a relief that they should be taken off the street. Secondly, they are harassing people. A very aggressive begging. It was very, very aggressive. People that are running businesses in those areas were complaining. You know, I got to a point where when I see them coming, I avoid them. I said, no, I can't be dealing with these children. Let me find some way to move away. You know, that was how and why should it be like that? That you go about your normal business and you've been held and hold and pulled and tugged by children while their mothers and the people are bringing them somewhere. So the minister has to, after they've done the clearing, they have to go after the people behind, the people that are doing it. And if that way of prosecute them, That's another aspect of it. You know, prosecute them so that they realize that you can't be going around taking children, people, and bringing them somewhere, take them from one geographic area, bring them to another geographic area, and asking them to do this thing. Lastly, what I want to say regarding the ECOWAS, the useless body called ECOWAS, this is what they should be looking at, because it seems to be a problem within the region. You know, the children have been taken from one ECOWAS place. Well, now the Sahelians are not part of the ECOWAS, so they've been taken from that end and bringing them down to the southern end. I remember one of the posting you were speaking to an MP from Boku, one of the Boku MPs. Was it Wa? She said Wa. Boku is in Wa, isn't it? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the geography myself. Let me just say, he said one of the WA MPs, maybe not Boku. He said one of the WA MP. I couldn't tell. I don't remember which one. And he was being interviewed when the migration and the police and the social services went on the street to pick up those children and clear them off the street. And his statement that he made to me was so sad and pretty not encouraging. He said, and because there's a problem up north, he didn't say specifically where, but he said up north, people are been migrating down south, and that is what is going to happen. They are migrating south to do what exactly? There's nothing down in the south for them. To me, I think life in the south is even more hectic than up north. Do you understand?
Do you think the past government, that's I think Baumia statement or decision he made concerning I think building hostels for the people coming from the northern part, that was the Kaya. Like, do you think it was laudable? Or?
No, I think that was a useless waste of time. How many would he have been able to accommodate? Okay, what about the people down south that are also living in poverty and living in places where they too need help? What they should do is they should find out what is going on up north and put measures in place. That's what I was going to go on to that MP from the north, that he was saying that the people are moving down south, And I was asking myself, So you, as a representative, what are you doing for your people up north so they will feel the need to stay there? There's a good argument there for people to... Huh?
Exactly. Like, you're on point.
Yeah, to stay there. They are very good farmers. They are good pastoral farmers. They are good at all manner of things up in the north. Take some development there so people will stay there. So they don't feel the need to track down south. Now we have a situation where a lot of even young people within the south are leaving the rural areas, coming into the city. For what? What our government and this ECOWAS, that's why I was going to talk about ECOWAS, that as a useless body. They know what is happening. They know what is happening, that we need to take development to certain areas. They're good farmers. Find out what they need, storage, processing, so they will see tangible earnings from their farm, so they don't see the need to be trekking down south to do all manner of stuff, sleeping on the streets. This is what is happening. And you go and build a hostel. How many people was he keeping in that hostel? I don't know. And it was a fruitless venture.
Building of the hostel is rather going to encourage more of them to come down south.
Exactly. That was a very, very fruitless venture. Fruitless. There was no need for it. I'm not saying there's no need when people are in need to do something, but that wasn't the right approach. I believe that's what I think. What he should have done, they should have been listening to the people up north. Why are you coming down south when it's going to be difficult for you? In the past, there were land, say in Ashanti region, people come down south, there was land that we could all farm. Now, even Ashanti region land is becoming scarce in Ashanti region. So why are they coming down south? We all know the issue in Accra now. We all know. And Tema. And all our cities, we know what is happening. So why they're leaving the land up north and coming south. So this MP, what he said, I was so disappointed. I said, for you to just say, environment
I think the northern MPs, or should I say the northern parliamentarians or politicians, are really a disgrace to the north. Because they have the larger number, I think, in parliament also, but yet can't lobby anything for the north.
I think a lot of MPs within our rural areas, a lot of MPs, all the MPs, I would say, woman in our city, urban areas, no. And then young people at them. Well, I don't know. A BB anyhow, a Jumani, a general family. And you represent a constituency and with no problem. So I didn't know what push government to know a Juman Kohoma war. No woman now. No one near Juma, say farm and make it easier for them to farm. Send them machinery, storage, assist them, agricultural schools. For how I'm a farmer, a very good result. Because we are down south for complaining, say, a Diana Boyading. And Sassini, so I between their farm. And when it comes to the ECOWAS again, let me go back to them. This ECOWAS, these are the issues that ECOWAS should be sitting down and looking into. Instead of interfering in individual government, they say, I don't know what could take military or take over, whatever, and so forth. These are the things that they should be looking into. Why is it that people are being trafficked from one place to the other just to do this? Because what did they do about it? Nothing. And almost high and almost tripping. We can't sustain ourselves. We cannot sustain ourselves as a people. And this young couple will be a problem. So make a one. And yet too much Magana for. And yet too much. And any representative. I recommend that Muntaka. He should carry on. He should go further. Push on clear. Okay. I just say on clear. And this kind of thing should be discussed in the parliament. So, say I didn't see any pay triple out north to come south when there's nothing there for them. There is nothing. Think I say south when you pass on motor warm. You pass on to be rented. You pass on no money. The person Omo nyina ba sisi abebe no omo free enough no ba no mu gugalam say so. No mu gugalam say so. Na ensure no say what here say recently a lady, I think one of a lady from Eastern region or say I don't know what organization can represent or say all the Sagalam say no started causing miscarriages in women and birth defects.
Yeah, and deformities.
Oh, and now one free no for no back. And you may be any almost free Burkina Mpokra, this young man, no, he's saying said they should come back. Also Amumbra, which he needs them. He needs them also Amumbra back. So they could build start building. Same goes Mali Sukasa. Also they should come back and help them so they will build their country up. Oh, I'm not sure about Nigeria, what's going on, but we all know the problem in northern Nigeria. And northern Nigerian for so almost representative, no, almost another, almost when you more mino, almost you more crow, and Tia Hosu can be and conform mobile a bit free. And then no more yet. And Ghana should stand on their feet and say, enough is enough. Yeah, problems trying to mean delivery. And to almost form the Sonko, young bay, yes, when you say what time will be another one for be awesome. Akaimu yakase ye die here and san wakoye die fata. That is it. Oh, intimidate Manuel.
Okay, so speaking of Muntaka and his actions since he took office, this is the next move of Muntaka.
Stories now. The minister for the Interior, Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak, has vowed to lead a nationwide crackdown on street begging and prostitution, targeting undocumented foreign nationals in Ghana's major cities. During a working visit to the northern region, the minister revealed that the initiative, backed by security agencies, will focus on 5 urban centers, including Tamale, to restore public order. Channel 1 News' northern regional correspondent Shawana Yusuf has more.
Last week, the Ghana Immigration Service carried out a coordinated operation in Accra, arresting over 2,000 undocumented foreign nationals involved in street begging. The move is part of a broader strategy to profile and repatriate foreign beggars who lack legal residency status. Speaking at the commissioning of a new 24-unit apartment block for the Ghana Immigration Service in Tamale, Interior Minister Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak reaffirmed government's resolve to clear the streets of beggars across Ghana's cities. He revealed that nearly half of those arrested in Accra have already been deported, while the remainder would be repatriated by the end of the week. The minister also warned sex workers operating on major city streets that they risk forced removal if they fail to leave voluntarily.
We started removing all those that we have arrested, and as of today, we have removed almost about half of those we have arrested, and we will continue the removal. And I'm very sure by the close of this week, we should be able to finish removing all of them. I can assure the rest of them. They either return to where they are coming from, or very soon we are coming after all of them.
Managing Director of the State Housing Company, John Bauer, urged other government agencies, especially within the security sector, to collaborate with the company to resolve housing challenges.
I believe this relationship with the Ghana Immigration Service will not only grow and improve, but will also serve as an example, as Controller said, of the opportunities available for state institutions to do good business together. And I'm looking forward to the other.
Okay, hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Madam Bay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So I want you to touch on this. So the Interior Minister is thinking about now going after those prostitutes who are all over the streets of Accra. So from the beggars to the prostitutes. So what do you have to say about that? Do you think it's recommendable, or maybe it's kind of like taking it too far?
He's an interior minister, and I'm sure he's been briefed, so he knows that any illegality that's going on should be dealt with. What is happening behind on those two is another illegality and another set of human trafficking going on there, because some of those girls too have been trafficked. Yeah, so it's illegality and there's trafficking going on, which is very, very dangerous. Not just for the people that have been trafficked, dangerous for the people that have to live with it too. And the kind of disorder and criminality behavior that they are coming with, so the people, often the people in the locality that they have to deal with this and cannot cope with it. There are several places in Accra now. Me as a woman, I would not go there. Full stop. I won't go there. And I used to frequent some of these places just for the fun of it, or go and have a relaxation. Places like Osu, and I won't go there. I won't go to most of our restaurants or our clubs in Pool. Are you drinking Bassi? I won't go there. Even if you go and you are accompanied by a male, it's embarrassing what you have to look at. So all this thing is making a life for Ghanaians very uncomfortable. So as a minister, it is his duty to deal with it.
I quite remember there was this one African American who came to Ghana and was shocked, what she, experienced at Osu. She was apparently like walking along the street, and she realized people will be stopping her. Some will be calling her, some will be asking her for a price and all that. It was that she discovered that, so not knowing all those people standing along the street were prostitutes. So, they assumed she was one of them.
Right, so the Mamin can't say me chill. I check Accra. And I bushing a boy before quantum by ye share ye and the manner so. Yebusa so him funny a bit to me. Maybe I call chill out Kakra. Mr. Rush, a dear me, I'm many who yet, and Mamma Mokaya Hono, Bebre no more yerenum than nam, a bino ma, Rush, a dear guess, see the bay ye no. Sorry, you almost rushing me, Manisa, near Danta, who near no woman is near, but hey, how many man at you?
They didn't even care.
Why should we live like that? Intimacy Muntaka, onion and one kind of home, and no party, onion and one yen and Nenich, Miss Reno, on kind of home. It's wrong with you. The previous government, Nipa Kaya went here. Wanyashi and Fahu. Especially stand like a possible Wanyashi. Muntaka Yesrena, on kind of home, on you know. Because Sadio do Yamagana poor, a Bama ye baby, what for ye. Mrs. Yano, Ghana baby menko. Rush menko, men pehow. I didn't know some it's nasa. Me ko baby cry, no me bisa so. Now how car, a hot saying, send a horse here. And so how many times in the past, no Ghana, who sorry weekend, who saw me from a honey member, young copy baby, Trani and Gigi, a hominy and Jenny Kake. And I mean, no, Minya Rush Minya. Minya, I didn't see. I let top woman, Jina was in a woman aggressive behavior, no Jina Muso. I don't know if it's in your home toy, near one representative. And to Miss Rano, honorable Mutaka, you don't hope I can't and come and one. Obi ya dear criminal. A idea empa at the Pebiam Romana, and we hear some woman on your own.
Thank you. Madam Angie. Yeah. What's the take? What's the take on this issue?
I think it's a good initiative, and I'm really excited, but it shouldn't end. Either NDC is good or bad. I really love them, what they're doing. And shout out to Interior Minister, Mr. Barak. We appreciate what he's doing. This should have been done for a long time. And even though we say they are doing good, it's their responsibility. It's their obligation, you know. A leader.
I don't catch you, but speaking of this, do you know somewhere like in the previous administration, an MP was asked about these illegal, let's say this beggars on the street, and what he has, what he can do to keep that menace going on the street, get those people off the street and all that. You know the response of the minister. He said since when did begging? He said since when did begging became a crime?
Okay. I didn't even hear that, but that was a loose talk. That was a loose talk, or that was a look answer to give to the nation. That's what I'm saying. We don't care about Nana Akufo-Addo administration or whatever. Right now, we are focused on what is going on now. Mr. Barak is helping us. He's doing what we want the nation, or our leaders to do. A good leader should prioritize the safety and well-being of their citizens. And that is what we need. And that is exactly what they are doing. So it shouldn't end. So the prostitutions from Nigeria, they have to go, either they like it or not. They must leave our country peacefully. We are not going to fight them. They should go there, because the same Nigerians they coming to meet in Ghana, they have the same people in Nigeria. They can do that prostitution over there, because we can afford those people to come into our country and tarnish the image of our country. Because some people, especially the prestigious countries, they can never differentiate Nigerians and Ghanaians. So when they come to Ghana and they see that, when they come back, they will be like, oh, Ghanaians are beggars, Ghanaians are prostitutes, Ghanaians are this, and Ghanaians are that. We are sick and tired of that, because like I said before, Ghanaians are industrious. I'm not saying Ghanaians are, 100% we are saints, we are this and that. But when you take 100% of Ghanaians, maybe only 10% or 5% are not good people. The rest of us, we are struggling very hard. We are industrious, so we can afford the foreigners to come into our country. Right now, as I'm talking to you, Nigerians, disabled are tripping into our country. What are they coming to do? They have nothing to do. So why the borders are open for these people? And I realize that they don't come through immigration. They have different ways to come. So Mr. Barak should also look at it and then block all the borders, because they have done this before, coming to do all these things. Because if you don't block our borders, what they are doing, it will come to in vain. They will come, definitely. So they have to, pay more attention to our borders. For Christ's sake, Ghana is a country. Ghana is a country too in West Africa. So if Nigerians are able to protect their country, a country like Nigeria, prostitution, criminal offenses and all that, when you are looking for these things, you can find everything like this in Nigeria, but they are able to protect their country. They will never allow Ghanaians to go there and do what they are doing in Ghana, So as for me, I'm really appreciated. I'm really excited, to see this. So all the foreigners now, they should go back to their country. Every country has its own rules and regulations. And for Christ's sake, Ghana is a country. you know. So because they come over there and do whatever they want, nobody, do anything to them, they will be like, oh, Ghana, especially Nigerians, Ghana is so peaceful. Ghanaians are this, Ghanaians are that, because when they kill us, nobody will come and, say anything. But in their country, can you go and do that? And our own people go to Nigeria and they will never return safely to our country. Where is Afiba? Nigerians, they should provide Afiba, because Afiba is a Ghanaian. And we really want to know what is happening. Where is Afiba? So if they want to do that to Ghanaians, when they come to Ghana, we also will kill them. We're going to kill all Nigerians in Ghana.
No. Watch your mouth. No.
Okay, I'm really sorry about that because of Rush. That I'm saying I'm sorry. Yeah, because I don't want you to get into trouble. Because if they kill our people when they go to Nigeria, why are they coming to Ghana? What do they need from us? Why are they, forcing themselves on us? So Interior Minister, shout out to you and your team. We really appreciate and we love what you're doing. Continue to do this for us because we need to clean Ghana. And this is what we needed from Nana Akufo-Addo, but he couldn't do that for us. So like I said, if NDC is good or bad, I love them for doing this for us because they are allowing foreigners to take over our country, I was devastated and, speechless when I saw a lot of, foreigners or the beggars. I asked myself that, so do we have all these beggars in Ghana? It's not even Ghanaians, but they are tarnishing our images like, Ghanaians are this, Ghanaians are that, especially Nigerians, So I am so glad to see that. Shout out to them. They shouldn't end. They should do what, is going to benefit Ghana, Yeah, so I love to see that anyways. I really love to see that. And I also want to say something about what Ms. Vic said. Instead of President Mahama is planning to, build another state, he should go to, we have about 16 regions and all of them are struggling. There's no any jobs in every region.
I don't know of this state you're talking about, like building another state that's in hell. Like building a new, like coming up with a new region or...
I think he said he wants to, the city of Accra is congested, so he's looking at building a new capital city.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a case. That shouldn't be a case. Instead of him to build another state, he should try to bring jobs in 16 regions for the youth to get a job to do instead of bringing another state. It won't solve the problem.
The issue is not like bringing another state, but like developing another city to at least, match up with Accra, when it comes to development.
That doesn't make sense to me. He has to make sure we have jobs in all 16 regions. Yeah. And then after that, he can...
Sorry, I was going to support what you're saying. I was supporting you because the amount of money involved doing that, they can maybe think of doing administrative capital. But a new capital there. Oh, administrative. And move some of the things that you think is congesting Accra out of there. And also, we should go, I'm agreeing with what you're saying. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. So, these beggars, some of them are being, used for criminal activities. Ghanaians are not that bad. I'm not saying we are good, but the way we were brought up, it's hard to kill somebody. It's hard to do something wrong to somebody, We have empathy for...
let's not use the K word. You can, you know, at least use another word.
Okay.
The K word.
All right. So
Yeah.
our leaders, if you guys do good, we will say it how it is. And the same way we will say it when you go wrong. So shout out to them. I love what I'm seeing or what I'm hearing, and I hope it's not going to end. They will do as much as possible what they can do to, help their motherland, because our country is disaster and we are allowing foreigners to, destroy our country, which is very bad. So this is what I can say to the interior minister, that he's doing well. When someone does something right, you have to, applaud the person, so that will, motivate them to do more. So we appreciate that, and may he live forever, and his team, so that they can do what we want for, our motherland. So that's
All
what I
right.
can say, because if I talk too much, I'm going to say so many things. Maybe it's not going to help your platform. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Mhm.
Mr. Ben.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Please, your take on the issue.
I think he's muted, no?
Hello, Mr. Ben.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right, I was saying that the honorable Mr. White, amazing job. So far, it's not even been 6 months, and they are doing brilliant. Even aside interior, if we look at other sectors, they are doing amazing. Now let's get to his statement of asking those involved in prostitution and other criminal activities to voluntarily leave, or they will go for them. I think it's loud enough. And
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Ben. Hello, Mr. Ben.
You keep breaking.
Yeah. Let Miss Vic talk when. Yeah.
Okay, Madam Vic, please come in.
No, I mean, regarding what is happening, it's the right way. Yeah, we should commend the minister for doing his job. It is his job, and he's seeing the situation, and he's dealing with it. And that is what we want from our government officials, because at the end of the day, if they get it right, it's good for all of us. If it goes wrong, it affects all of us. So,
yeah.
And are you back? Are you back, Ben? You broke up. Are you okay now?
Mr. Ben.
Yeah, I was saying that. Yeah, we're in support. I think the entire nation should be behind Honorable Mutaka for the great job he's doing. We should use that as an example to let the other ministers, those who have been put in positions, to also do their best, because at the end of the day, it's not about party, it's about the nation winning. So I think he's doing a great job. Now, coming to the issue of going after criminals and prostitutes, it's in the right it's the right course. And what I would also say is, where there's a need to involve, certain people who have the expertise in delivering the objectives that the Interior Ministry has, I think they shouldn't hesitate to go and get support from these individuals and organizations. It will be very good. I keep talking about sustainability. It will be very good to ensure that all the plans they've got has some element of sustainability in it, because it will be very bad to do a good job and, let's say, after a few months or in a year, we see them back on the streets again. It wouldn't be a good thing, and it will take probably twice the effort to get them to get the same job done again. So I recommend him, and I'm asking that they should put sustainability plans in place to ensure that the solution lasts for as long as Ghana lives. And when I say sustainability, it's about involving looking at the root cause of the problem and tackling it at the root, and ensuring that we've put systems in place to prevent it from recurring again or growing back again. So yeah, they're doing an amazing job, and I will recommend all Ghanaians to throw their weight behind him, and we're all in support. We're very grateful for having Honorable Mutaka as the Interior Minister.
All right. Thank you very much. So now, I want us to have a look at this. Recently, there's been, the decongestion of, the streets of Accra, which is really chaotic, if you visit some parts of Accra. And there is another twist to the whole thing. But first of all, let's watch what is going on. Then we come to the twist I'm talking about. So this is what the government is doing concerning the decongestion of the streets of Accra.
All right, I look at you now.
Yeah, hello?
Yes. Hi.
Yeah. So in the course of all this, trying to clear the people off the streets of Accra, then some of the traders also started raising some concerns, and this is what they had to say.
Up to now, and that's what nobody land in Nigeria for nobody just started Ghana for. Brand new car, some lances. Nigeria for Violence na dey has
Ese ambani fone baby e bedi ju. Na che ni bibi a bibi. Mu bedi e chena. Assassin na fiye. Anye. Assassin mo wi assassin ni na. Mo wi assassin ni na. Kitwa bi. 18. Me phone na o ma ton o ma disca wa ase na o mo pese o mo tie fro de Nigeria for ne ba ho. Mo ba wo se man hwe ya emle kakra bi basa ya nbese si wa ase. One try no dia ju ja sem na be ma. Because me timi mem. Na me free baby a me didi. Na ye fama Nigeria ni na Nigeria ni na. E ma ye so wa ase no fa ha me Ghana ni dia. Se wa woni se enyele. Eti no mo ja ne de o man hwe ya mo ja bi. Dabi ane ya o sa ba ase. First one, because you do my mail. What you say? It is what can I say? You come mail, yeah. You have a corner of mail.
Madam Vic, please start for us. In the first place, what do you think about the decongestion as exercise?
The decongestion per se, no, I don't see it needs to be done. I would believe that it needs to be done, but they should do it humanely. I believe, sir, we need more market spaces. And once those places are available, they should force the people of the street to go in there. That one day, it needs to be done. But they should put human face on that. Ghana for now, so per se, no, but if they provide market spaces for them, not they're on the street today, and then the local authorities have every right to do what they have to do and clear them off. Because this young group of men, so many abri, that's where they get their livelihood. Ain't you know, young comes the Ghana for at the end of the day, no, or money ye, my ye, and to see any animal casta. That's a BB Cochrane and Koya, young finding way I can. I didn't tell you, not to say, almost finding they should build more market spaces. Me, I believe in that. Because Ghana no is part of our culture market. Market, here Ghana go be. Into once they make those places available and easy for them to get to know, then they have every right to clear them off the street. But this group of men now one more can last. You may have a power rush. How far is it through? Anyway,
That's the thing. I don't know how factual it is, but they are those, like, they are the people working there, like they are the ones trading there. So they like they say, you know, in every rumor there is a little bit of, you know.
Well, to be honest, I haven't heard the other side of the story, but I will not discount what this group of men are saying. Okay, so okay, maybe a domo ya ni biomo ye na local authority so ko na no mo kokasa. Na mo finding means. Mo be ya. ebi ambesisi ho na mo beti ne ye na mo so nya bi baabi akọ mo so be ensa be ko wo ma no na wo nkoma alatani abeti wo mo san say no kro dia no dia is wrong and no dia me support to local authorities and I will support that man now over there they are speaking because who ma wo mani abre no mo didi mo so ni throw na alatani me dey ho e de bia ye kan Ghana for you ho ho ani ye ni age ni ankase ye ho de ni ye ni o ma say ye ho aden na Ghana ni no ono baby odidi no sorry throw no kwa ye da o ko hwe ne ye ne man mu nya den
so my understanding of the video now was like as a place now in Papono is being I don't know how actually it is, but from what they are saying it's being sold to a Nigerian who is coming who wants to build put up stores in that area. So according to them, the authorities are trying to clear them off that lane so the Nigerian will get the opportunity to put up the story the stores.
Yeah. But then my question is if what they're saying is true, sorry to cut him, but if what they're saying is true, who should the local authorities prioritize, the Ghanaians or the Nigerians? The Nigerian is holding got his money and is coming to invest there. Now, once he builds it, and I'm assuming that this group of men may not be able to afford to go and run their businesses there again. Where do they go? How do they earn their daily bread? Yes, sorry, I say criminality are those who and I'm Robertson. You can't move on. Nina was a ben who said, who push you assembly free one place, I got to the second place. Oh, who now if people get into criminality, you have to invest in the police and the prisons and the law court to deal with them. And which is better. So the more means of them earning their money and they live law-abiding life. I want to make sure it is the local authority for whoever it is, the mayor or whoever, no, he has no right to disregard the concerns of Ghanaians to go and sell the land to the Nigerians. No, me that one day I won't support it, but I will support the fact that they need to tidy certain places of Accra and they need to get people off the street. Fine, but not when people are doing a legitimate business in a certain place. I don't know if they want to develop the place now. Are they going to incorporate these people in there and give them spaces back once the places have been developed? I didn't also call Latani. Nobody gonna fire Kayaka there. I dang. No, I know I don't agree with that. But I will say, if they provide market spaces for where people don't sell it all over the streets now, they should force them in there. They should do that because you have to do things with human face. You know, human beings are human beings. We all have feelings. We all have needs. A German ni kromo ho. Me ko Ghana. Na me no se se chese mamu abegu me so no mu pusa medwuma. Ya na me ra ho. Adan. All they need is a means to earn a living. That's all. Nka Enti eno de so be in adwuma no bibi a wire no e de kakrama no di audition here in the man audition ho na busia. That one day I will support it 100%. And that's it.
Thank you. Madam Angie.
Yes, right.
Yeah. Take the floor.
This issue, no, it's very
also for decongestion exercise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That this issue is a little bit complicated. For them to live on the street or the place where they are marketing, it's really good because it's gonna, they're gonna clean up the Ghana, let's say Ghana, anyways. But other way around, they have to provide a place for them, okay? Because if you ask them to stop coming there, that means you are bringing more unemployment into the country because some of them are doing this to provide for their, their relatives, their children, and all that. So, like I said, it's a good initiative. But before our leaders will ask them to leave where they are, selling their goods and all that, they have to make sure that they have a place for them. So for them to come and ask them to leave, I thought they have already arranged a place for them. So if the person doesn't want to go there, then they can, force them or to do something, whatever they want to do to them. But right now, let's say you haven't done anything for them. There's no any place for them to move them. So where are they going to go? They want them to go stay at home and starve their, relatives, their children and all that. So at the same time, it's good for them to leave, but government has to provide a good place for them to go there before, they should have come and, asked them to leave. Yeah, so the market women, they are right. But at the same time, they are not right. So all, government, has to do something for that. They have to prepare a place for them to go. And also, the guys that they were saying they will not leave their place for Nigerians, they are 100% right. And I support them 100%. How can you bring a foreigner to come and move your own citizens? And then you will, because the money that you need, you will ask them to build the stores. And then later, Ghanaian citizens will go and rent from them. That is so bad. It is so bad. So they shouldn't allow them. But what I will tell them is that they should, write a petition. Excuse me.
Another question is, what if the so-called Nigerian trying to put up the stores completes the stores and rents it to only Nigerians?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. It's not right that they should allow the foreigners to come into our country and use our marketplace or build the stores for our own citizens to rent. So, first of all, sometimes, the mayor, our WhatsApp place, sometimes, what they're doing, the government has nothing, or government may know nothing about it. So I will ask them to write a petition to a government first, and then see what is going to happen. If the same thing is going to happen, they shouldn't allow them. They should do whatever they want to do to them, because Ghana is not Nigeria. Ghana land does not belong to Nigeria.
Put it well. It doesn't sound right when they say do whatever they want to do to them. It's not cool.
Oh, if you go to Nigeria, let me ask you something, Rush. Let us be honest here. Do you think you can go to Nigeria and ask Nigerians to leave their shops or their marketplace for Ghanaians to come and build stores and rent it to Nigeria? Do you think it's going to happen? Let us be realistic here. Sometimes, I know it's your platform. We're not supposed to, say something that we will put you into trouble, but the truth must be told. There's no any Nigerian, there is no any Nigerian who allow Ghanaian to come and move them from their marketplaces, and Ghanaians will build their stores and rent it to Nigerians. This is stupid things. Let's say it. Let's speak out. Mama yenya transparent. They are frustrating them. So they are provoking them. So if I say they should do whatever they want to do, because right now, we don't know if the president is aware of it. That is what I said. They should write a petition and send it to the government and tell him what is happening, So later on, no, if this is the same thing is going to happen, do you think what is going to happen? Do you think Ghanaians should leave the place for them? No, hell no. You know, so let us tell. I mean, if it's true, let us say it. Ghanaians, you know, when they no, so mama yenya transparent, because I mean, for Christ's sake, Ghana is a country, and we have our own people in. Why do we leave our country for foreigners to come and and tell us what to do? Because of the money that some of our leaders need, So they should write a petition to government. If they don't hear any feedback or any definite answer, then they should do whatever they want to do. Any Nigerian who will come over there, they should do to him how they deserve. We're not going to sit down. I was say you're building a country, I was say you're Ghana year because so what you say? If you're one more prestigious country, call them and find out how they are, the stress and all that they are going through. Do you think you can go to America and decide for them? I don't think I leaders need be Ghana, Nigeria for crime almost Ghana for so. Why are they forcing themselves on us? Neighboring village, what do they need from us? So the truth must be told. If government does not do anything right and save his citizens, Nigerians, they should serve them. I support them 100%. We are sick and tired. Who can Nigeria? Who won't be what me? Should there were no your friend is saying acquire or no blocky way ya question any idea any why bonny will chrome hono. What for Ghana? You bet me acquire our Nigeria. Nigeria, won't quire boneno. Besides, I want a bebre to me baby. You kunkum woman. I didn't see I was here Makwima and Kwafobi free Nigeria to come and decide for us. It's on also. I was say a giant annual manuti away our platform there by my cano creno. Rush, my cano creno. Allow us to to tell the world the truth. Because I'm South Africans, omo yan high and now move woman. I think. So what I say? Omo buy a croma, omo din your phone ever cronimu. Prostitutions, armed robbery, daylight robbery. Rituals and yet nothing say that's yeah generation na ebano ebaya dan omo be recruit to omo nyina e was omajuma phone na omo ye no enti Ghana is for Ghanaians mama yenya nia e was ye I didn't think I was a move yan for now a place in the Nigerians. Now almost see a store dying. Nobody renting Ghanaians. Who does that? Which country does that? Oh gosh. Anyways. Mr. Rashiko, Mr. Ben, bet me about why now also Kasabi because I can't comprehend.
He's back.
Baba. I hope so. The light can call off.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, so I think you heard all I said, right? Did you hear me?
Yeah.
So you have to when we come to the platform, we know the platform is yours. We don't want to put you into trouble, but at the same time, we have to be transparent. We have to tell the Nigerians that Ghana does not belong to them. How say omoba kamo yen call for? Now you the place number one. No more best store dying. No more rent how? It will never work.
I went offline for some time.
Okay. So I mean the first, like I said,
I went offline for some time.
Yeah. So listen to me. What I was saying.
Ghanaians are really very agitated, calling in and all that. There was a whole lot of calls. That's why the network.
Okay, it's okay. Whatever you say, that's okay. But what I was saying is that Ghanaians should not allow Nigerians to, come and sack them from their place where they are selling. Now, I'm build this place, no more fan rent Ghana. How? Ghanaians, how? It doesn't make sense. And, they should write a petition to the government. If they don't get any feedback or any definite answer, they should do whatever they want to do. I support them 100%. Okay.
All right. Mr. Ben.
Yeah. I was saying hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, Mr. Ben.
Ben, what's wrong with your line?
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Right. So what I was saying is this activities. This is not the first time it's happening. It's happened over and over and over, and I wonder why we are repeating the same mistake. Again, it tells me that there isn't a plan in place to roll out and tick the boxes to say that yes, this is done and we are going to track its sustenance. When an activity of this nature is about to happen, the first thing is planning. They would have to do a lot of planning to include where the people are going to be race settled. Clearing the street is great, but that alone cannot solve the problem if they don't have other plans, like moving them to a different site, getting the public to be aware that the places that these people were has been moved to another site, so that customers can go to that site. Otherwise, they'll go and sit there and they wouldn't have any customers. So all these forms part of the plan. If they go there, they don't get the customers they want, they will definitely come back. So the work that has been done would have been a useless effort. So if those plans are not implemented, or if they don't have it at all, I think they need to have it. They need to have a plan, ensure that the public are educated, they inform people about the changes to where they normally do their selling and buying, so that those moving will not end up not making sales. And the same way, those who are buying will not be frustrated. They can, just walk into the new place and make their purchase, and everybody will be happy. Now, the other issue is to do with the people being moved, so that someone can come in and build stores and then rent those stores out to them. For whatever reason, they said that the person who is going to invest in building these stores is a Nigerian, and they don't like it, which is great. I mean, it also comes to this planning. There should be, I don't know how true this is, but if it is, I think it's unfortunate. It tells us that we have a lot of leaders who are not patriotic. They don't have the interest of Ghana at heart. They are only interested in what they can get. And, like we know, if you have money power, you can do anything in Ghana if you want. So they're using this power to bribe themselves through to get access to what they want. And for these greedy, selfish, unpatriotic, disloyal people we have in strategic positions within our country, if these people are still there, we are very we're in danger, basically, because so far as they are there, they will allow it's not only Nigerians, just anybody who comes in with money, they
Mhm.
will be more than happy to take it and sell Ghana out. That's why it's very critical to ensure that those we put in position are not just anybody, but they are people who are loyal to the nation, and are people who are patriotic. They are people who have the development of Ghana at heart, and the people of Ghana, not just the country, but then the people as well. So we should. I think it's an example that we should be very mindful people we put in positions, because they can sell us out. And at the end of the day, like he was saying, if it turns out to be a violent event, it's this person who has taken the money will be enjoying himself somewhere in Dubai, and the ordinary poor Ghanaian who is doing what he can to put food on the table for his family is the one who is going to be affected by these incidents, and it's not fair. I think as a country, we need to start looking into this. We need to start bringing our children up to be, very patriotic, so that if they find themselves in positions, they will put the interests of Ghana first before anything else. So that's my thought on this one.
All right, thank you very much. I think this issue has really pissed off some Ghanaians, because the calls I was getting, wow.
They wanted to come up and speak on. I was so, when I was listening to them, first of all, I was heartbroken and upset and angry at the same time. I just said, why would you do Ghanaians having something to survive? Basically, these people,
it's awful.
If the Nigerian has money, let him go to his Nigerian build this country. We don't need
Yeah, because of the money. Rush, can I add a little bit to what I said before? Hello?
Right?
Rush,
I think it's frozen.
I know, right?
Right.
Yeah. What I was going to say is that the government should take the place and build the source and make it affordable for Ghanaians to rent it. That is how it's going to solve the problem.
Yeah,
But for them to,
that's
but
the
for
rule. That's the
yeah,
rule of the AMA. They should be building these structures
okay.
and
So
giving out to them.
they should go and see whatever or whoever they have to see. Because for them to allow Nigerians to come and build the place, why are we turning Ghana to Nigeria state or what? They should come and explain it to us. It doesn't make sense.
If you look at this local issue, sometimes you see that maybe the government at the top wise don't even know what's going on. It's the people in the middle, as Ben was saying.
Exactly. Like I was saying, maybe what is going on now, government doesn't know anything about it. Yeah.
Do things that
So if they want to, go to, write procedure, they should write a petition and send it to the government or whoever is supposed to go. And then they will sit down and address that, because Ghana is not Nigeria. We can't afford to allow Nigerians to come and take place.
Hello?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sorry. The calls keep coming in. The calls keep good.
Yeah. And then I was going to say one thing. Let me say this before I forget. When President Mahama came, Nigerians were jubilating that his stepmom is from Nigeria. But what I heard, I stand to be corrected if I'm not right. President Mahama should come out and say it. They said there was a coup in Ghana. And then President Mahama, father sent him to his stepmom to go and stay with the stepmom. So when he was about to go to university, Nigerians asked him that he should go bring his ID. he couldn't provide the ID, so they did not allow him to go to university in Nigeria. So he should come out and let us know all these things. If it's true, I stand to be corrected. I don't know if it's true or not. So that Nigerians will stop. President of Ghana came to stay here with his stepmother and all that. So that they will stop saying that. Because they did not allow him. If they did not allow him to go to school in Nigeria, they shouldn't be proud if he's president now. I'm sick and tired of those people.
I think sometimes some of the words can cut deep into your heart, and if you don't take care, you react. React.
That's what I said. I don't want Raj to get in trouble. That's what I said. I stand to be corrected. That word. I want him to come out and explain it to us so that the whole world will hear about this. If they did not allow him to go to school over there because he didn't have ID, Nigeria ID, so why are they tripping into Ghana?
But your president says he's coming to give thousands of them, scholarships into our university.
We need to talk about that. We will talk about that. Even Ghanaians need scholarship to go to school. ECOWAS is not valid. It's not value.
You see, that's what I'm saying. They're here and son why you're fatter.
Exactly. That's what you're saying. Exactly. They have to take care of their own citizens. Why are we giving scholarship to ECOWAS people? And then Nigerians are going to take advantage of Ghana. Not so. So you have to give that money we have to help your own citizens. Some parents cannot afford to take their children to university. So if the money is there, if the resource money, Ghana resources money is there, they should give it to the people to go to school. Because let's say if you travel to a different country, whatever you do, whatever you gain is for Ghana's benefit. So they should take care of our citizens first. They should give that money to our citizens to go to school. We shouldn't think about Nigerians and other foreigners' country. They have their own country. Mr. Tinubu or President Tinubu should give his own people scholarship. But when you go to Ghana, Braben, Miss Vicky put on what Ghana. And or bear witness what I'm saying. So Ghana, the way you for ne brand wow. It's your story. Ghana, yeah. Now we be watching whatever. No, they come and sit on social media and talk like Ghana is okay for the citizens. We should stop them doing that.
Especially the young men and women, they're begging to find a way to make a living.
Nigeria need be a TV now, all 10 and 7 to Ghana and will come and sit down and talk, say Ghana for me boarding. It's Yema Nigeria for Kwanomaton. Do you know a choir and for Brower? It will talk a dear or Passa or did be bread to Susanna Bay, bet me a one and for.
I am Nigerian, Nigerian Ghanaian.
That's what I'm saying. Or pretending to be a Ghanaian, but he is a Nigerian. We will talk about that next time. So what Jimmy Nas won't compare in Kubi's Rasta and who Fina or this one now. Okay, can afford the church in Ghana for. We will come back next time and we will talk about him. You will ask, sir, I then no mutimi live until back with chrono will be a corrupt. Chrono Kwan Ecoso. So I tell you, and or turn their 10 cities, or person 50 cities, so that at the end of the day, no, or better than the bush survival. What don't see, I bet now how the can't question.
Boy, no, about be John Walker. Close to Ghana business. Almost no more take over the place. Almost take over the place.
Exactly. Why am Nigeria? Me why Ghana for? It's our see the class ya di nyansa atuni na nim huhu se gorola no. Ya di nyansa atuni tini mu. Why am papa?
Hey. And then no, I was there for like no.
Next time we will have time for him. So I say why are ready for Ghanaians? We are also ready for him. Why are very stupid person I ever seen.
Mr. Ben, but I just started mommy ending in them now.
Okay.
Madam, is stuck up.
Answer
One in brandy pepper or Ghana.
Okay. I think yeah, for me, on the 3 topics we touched, I think the Interior Minister is doing very great. All the things he's done and the plans he's got in place as well are recommendable, and I'll encourage all Ghanaians to throw their weight behind him and support him in achieving those objectives. I would also
not to catch you, but I would like to commend the Apex Citizens Group of Ghana for a great job done and all that. I know they probably might not know what, like, I know you guys are also, into Apex. So I know you guys might not know the role you've played in this, but the world needs to know you guys are the number one, Ghanaians who are, taking this upon yourselves to, get like, for us to be seeing these kind of changes going on all of a sudden. And just, I think a month after you guys sent a petition to the Interior Minister, then boom, all of this started happening. So, and all these discussions we have online and all that, like, who knows, they might be playing a major role into what is going on at the moment. So I really want to commend you guys. Thanks to the Apex Citizens Group of Ghana. You guys are doing an amazing job and all that. Maybe the world doesn't know the kind of work you guys are putting into the whole thing, like what is going on there. But with time, they're all going to, manifest, and people will know what Apex has done for the country. So let me just thank you guys for the great work done, and all the time you spend on the live, all the things we say and all that are all part of what is manifesting today. So thank you guys, and keep up the good work. So please, Mr. Ben, continue.
All right, thank you, Raj. And it's good you mentioned this. I also would throw a message out to the various public institutions and those who lead those institutions that, Apex are open to, add their weight to whatever planning they're doing. We may have some expertise to support the government. We want a good Ghana. We want Ghana to develop, and we want those who visit Ghana to feel at home for the duration of their visit, and every Ghanaian to be proud of their country. That aside,
the public doesn't know it was Apex Citizens of Ghana who sent a petition to the Interior Minister for him to start acting, bringing up all these changes and all that.
Yeah. So, in a nutshell, I think let's throw our weight behind the minister, and we're also recommending other ministers to follow his footsteps If any of you get any submissions, please work on it. Let us all work together for a better Ghana. And that ends me and my contribution today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, Madam Vic.
Yeah, you want us to conclude, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, I
Your
will support
closing remarks before Angie puts me in trouble.
she's on fire today. Anyway, I mean, some of these things you really have to try and measure yourself because it's so annoying. You know, I can understand.
Yeah.
I also appreciate the fact that this social media space. In the same way how you swear, every man who
Yes.
That's your book at that. Regarding what the interior minister is doing, kudos to him. He's doing his job. He's doing it, and we should encourage him and push him to do more. Nothing wrong with what he's doing. He's putting the safety of the people and the country first. That's his main priority. And as Brother Ben is saying, we have too many unpatriotic people in that country. That they do not care, and they will sell that country for the pickings. So it's making life difficult for a lot of people in the country. So we should really push and encourage our fellow Ghanaians that immigration officer when you do policeman no wala ta go be social media because Ghana police are the best. I didn't know what kasa. I was saying, no be a minister to say the rush will pass to say, about a citizens of Ghana. Never Ghana, maybe a minister. Be keep to where before a bit to me. Yeah, I didn't also about a bit more patriotic zeal. If it a crabby, now bet me, yeah. I can't try a cassa, but not life here. I can frustrated. Yeah, you're no bad. I just say, you cry my home. It is rush. I make me for Ghana, and I'm to Ghana. Make me insulate me home. I tell me, baby, I may all the security gadgets around the world to surround my house. So be to be my house. I could find Kama Cassia. I hear you. But I'm not interested. We yes, I know. Now, we bet me a yentin, I bet me according to yet. Neja, a man son, Neja will be our known to me and some fend for themselves. That is not right. That is not how you build a stronger society. That's not how you build a stronger nation. A stronger nation to be built. No, we all need to be moving forward gradually. Meaning, we say people can't come actually be more, but we should give everybody opportunity to be moving forward. Oh, when you make sure, no, feel fair. Or no, they are stuck in where they are. The youth in the country need help. The youth in the country need jobs. Oh, we need Juma. Oh, and see, man, penny was fair. And some for scholarship in your money, man. Fabra never born Colano. From a gang of one Colano won't find for your scholarship. I go see a book. And I say, you want for your meeting, be war. Naja, so they're not Naja for any bow moon to. No many will say. I'm on call Mexico, so I'm on call. It was so sad to look at. ECOWAS is not going to stand again because everybody knows what.
It's not there for the benefit of the region because the region and disintegrated to say recently I saw an interview with a Nigerian minister. She was speaking about the free movement now on Jemusano is encouraging criminality. She said that because free movement now on because you need checks and balances are you do where and it is moving criminality all over the region, particularly coming from Omo. And we need to also push to
simple. Why? It's a rush. Maminja, why? Do.
All right. Thank you.
Why we? Maybe a rush. Are you frozen?
Angie.
I think.
All right. Thank you, Angie.
Hello.
Yeah.
Rush.
Pacho, oh yeah,
you
take a deep breath. Start.
yeah. I'm not gonna say anything to to bring problem to you. But what I'm gonna say right now is we love what our interior minister Mutaka Barak is doing. So I'm asking the whole Ghanaian to I'm asking the whole Ghana to remember him and his team in their prayers so that he can accomplish his goals and all his end. Because at the end of the day, no, this is what I can say. It's a good initiative and it shouldn't stop. So we should all pray and ask God to give them the strength and the life to accomplish their aim for Ghana, motherland. Okay?
All right. Thank you. So on this note, we'll call it a day, and I'll see you guys on the next live. And if you're a viewer, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share the video, let this video go viral, and let us know what you think in the comment section. So next time, I'll see you guys. Stay safe.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye. Right, but allow me to call that guy Gorilla, okay? Bye.
All right.